Okay, number 23 is asking us to model the data with an exponential function right here. So the first thing I want you to see is that we need our basic generic formula. Y is equal to A, B to the X. The band concert is tonight, so they're practicing right downstairs in the youth hall, so I'm sorry for the extra noise. All right. For these problems, this is the X value, this is the Y value, but what you need to see is that essentially what we're talking about here is that time is equal to 0. The beginning of the situation when we first started collecting data, time was 0. So that means in 1910, that means 10 years have elapsed, and then 20 years, and so on. Do you see the pattern? Okay, so for our first scenario, we're going to say we know that there were 150. And by the way, remember that this is in thousands. We just are going to tack on the thousands at the end so that we don't have to carry all those zeros. So 150 is equal to, we don't know the A value, we don't know the B value, but we do know the X value is 0. So we can confidently say that 150 is equal to A, because B to the 0 power equals 1. So we know that A is equal to 150. So now let's rewrite our equation. We have Y is equal to 150 now, B to the X. Okay, well, we're getting there, right? We still don't know the B value, but we have another XY pair that we can use. So this time, let's plug 100 in for Y. We now know the A value, 150. We still don't know B, but we know that X is 10 when Y is 100. So let's solve for this. Divide both sides by 150, divide by 150, and that gives us 2/3, right? 2/3 is equal to, this cancels, B to the 10th power. To take care of this B to the 10th power, we are going to take the 10th root of both of these, okay? When you enter all of this into your calculator, you should end up with B equals approximately 0.960, okay? So we're going to rewrite this over here, and we get Y equals 150, B, which is approximately 0.960, hope you still have that in your calculator, to the X power. Now we can estimate any humpback population. They're asking us to estimate the population in 1950. From 1900 to 1950 is 50 years. I hope you can see that. So that means we're plugging 50 in for the X value, seeing what it spits out at us for Y. So we have equal, so we have 150 times 0.960 to the 50th power. And if you do your calculations right, you should end up, I think I rounded my value, but I got around 19,750. So you can take a look at that, and if you didn't do any rounding, I'm thinking you probably got a little closer. Although they're saying round it to the nearest, looks like they want us to take it to the nearest 100. So since you're doing it to the nearest 100, then we'll just do 19,700, for example. That many whales, okay? And so you can see the population of humpback whales is definitely decreasing, because in 1900 we had 150,000, now we're down to 19,700.